In a tackle, obviously you've got three guys out there who have played.
Yeah.
And Eddie said Austin Dotson's moved up there a little bit. How's he kind of doing? And do you feel like you're going to need at least a fourth tackle?
During the season, typically that comes up at one point or another, where you got to have an answer for, beyond three. So you hope that never happens, but like last week, it happened before game one. Landon was out, so all of a sudden you were going to 2, 3, and 4 instead of 1, 2, and 3. And so. Development of another guy out there is important, and Austin's doing really good. I think for the first time in his career here, he's finally getting healthy too. He's missed a lot of time because of injuries and things like that. So I think he's done a good job this spring, really showing us what he is capable of doing. And it's taken a little time, which has been frustrating for him, but it's good to see that he's out there doing some really good things right now.
John, you got those twos, a lot of good game reps last season. Have you seen that kind of carry into spring and be beneficial for those guys?
For sure. You see guys like Luke Fortner, Mason Wolf, and Nasir Watkins, who played a lot as backups at times last year, go out there and the game looks like it's slowing down for those guys, a little bit. And some of them are going to have to start this year. Obviously we lose our starting two guys on the right side, so somebody's going to have to step up. And so it's good that they've got that game experience, because I think it slows the big picture down for them all a little bit.
I think one of the running backs mentioned, Darian Kennard's done some really nice things.
He has. He did some good things as a freshman last year. But the thing that we got to remember about him is he still hasn't been here a whole year yet. He was in high school this time last year. He got in here in June, so he's still developing too, technically especially. He's a kid that takes pride in his technique, which is really good, and he came in from a good program with some good technique, but, there's still, finer strokes that he has to kind of get ironed out at times, and that's, stuff that you work on in spring. That's what it's all about.
Coach Grand called Drake kind of the quarterback of the offensive line. Can you just talk about, him developing now and having a year under his belt?
Yeah, he's going into year 3 as a player now, so you really look to see a lot of improvement there. I think that's where we started really seeing John Toth develop, as a center, and just thinking back to when I was a player, I think that's when the game started really slowing down for me too, and I felt more comfortable. So I think this season he's going to feel a lot more comfortable making calls, being a leader up there, which is what that position entails. Whether you're a senior or not, that position, you got to command everybody around you to be on the same page, and I think he does a really good job with that. And I'm proud of the time he puts in, man. I mean, he's a guy that he gets done with practice, and typically you see him back over in the facility for a couple hours just studying the game, and going in there in the film room and putting in the extra time. And I think that's really important to have a guy at center that does those little things like that, and he does.
Thank you.